lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.
What are you laughing about?
Philia's little dance guy
Oh.
with the lotion baskets. That's pretty darn funny. Good morning. Morning, Karen.
Good morning. Good morning.
How's it going there?
Cold. It's cold. We got snow and I'm not loving it. So this whole idea of moving to California might be getting closer, but no.
I like that. I hope it keeps snowing for the rest of your life there.
No. It's supposed to get warmer by the weekend, so it'll all start to melt. So we're good.
They're lying to you. They're lying.
They usually do.
How is everybody in the house? Yes, Karen is here. Very excited. Someone new. I don't have to deal with Salo today. Neither Salos.
I'm impressed. You put up with them a lot, and you come to work sober, as far as I know. That coffee cup. Yeah, that coffee cup.
Excuse me. No, I just drink at night. Yeah, they are the brothers I never wanted, for sure, and I'm sure they feel the same way. I was chomping on Greg this morning already. I was like, did you move the mission controls colors, the new ones that we might be getting? I don't know.
Wait a minute. Hey, I work for the company now. Shouldn't I know these things?
Yeah. They didn't even know. I got some new colors and I was like, did you move those? And I'm like, oh, I stuck them.
Oops.
He deserves it for something else, I'm sure.
It's good for him. Keep him on his toes.
How is, do we have any new subscriptions I need to talk about? No, I'm good. We got a new follower, Steph M, 2018, and Angela Lee, 03. Is it 03, 03, 03, 03? I never know.
I don't think I can see these things, so I'm not going to be much help on that for you.
No, I can make stuff up and you'll never know it. What are you? You're at work today, right?
I am at work today. Yep. I came in early, not just for you, Tracy, not just for you all out there in the Twitch world, but they actually turned my water off today from 8 till 4 because they're doing some kind of maintenance. I don't know. They were digging up the street. I don't know what's going on. So it was a good thing that I came in early. So it all worked out. But
So do you get to leave after this?
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
No. They turned my water off at home. So I had to be out of there early anyway. I had to shower early and all that. So it's good to come into the salon early today. So, yeah. No, a couple more clients today. 2 more today.
Nice.
And then I'll have all kinds of other time to do some other fun stuff. So, yeah.
Yay. That is for us. I like it. And I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on in the conversation. Anything interesting? Well, it's always interesting.
Ooh, hi from Switzerland. Ooh, how's it out there?
What time is it there? Is it late? Early?
I don't know.
Different?
At the time, I don't even know what time it is here. So
I know you told me you could do 11:30 Central, and I'm like, had to Google that. I'm like,
well, I've gotten much better about actually putting in Central Pacific because I know you guys always put in Pacific, and I'm like, wait, is that my time? Is that because I go, I'm back and forth there so much. I'm like, I don't know what time zone I'm in anymore. So I think I'm in Central today.
If you just moved here, it would make life much easier for you.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day.
For now, we'll see. We'll get her. We'll bring her to the dark side. Don't worry, guys. Purpophilia, your water is off too. It's something in the water.
I guess don't drink the water because you can't. That's weird. Why do they have your water off? What's going on?
Must be maintenance time. I've been wanting to see a video doing French style using gel with clear free edge using dimensional art.
Wait. Start the
Okay,
horse. So just a dimensional free edge with a smile line. Is that where we're?
is that what you're talking about? Because that'd be very pretty. Or you want dimensional in the body and like a white smile line.
Oh. I don't know. Let us know.
Let us know.
Because either way, I'm sure we probably have a video on that. I know we've got something for dimensional on the free edge, and I'm sure we've got that.
I've done a lot of it, a lot of smile lines that way. But yeah, it's super, super pretty. Let's see. There was a question I just saw. I'm new, so done by Steph. I am new to using. It jumped on me. Sorry. Synergy gels. I am new to using synergy gels. Can you ladies do a quick tutorial? So a quick tutorial on. Well, it's going to be hard for Karen to do a tutorial.
I only have my laptop camera here, so that's all we got.
But what I will say is we have a ton of videos on it, step by steps, everything from overlays to the types of gels there are, breaking it into the categories. Maybe we could talk about that. Like,
I was gonna say, yeah, let's go through kind of just your steps on what you would use, and so like you're gonna prep. If you do you do acrylics? Do you do other services? You're gonna do your prep just the same as you would any other service. Push back your cuticle, remove the shine using a 150 file, or if you're using the e-file already, medium arbor band works great for that. Dust off the nail, swipe, protein bond, 2 coats of protein bond. Okay. After that, it's going to depend. Are you using the tip or are you sculpting? We're going to assume you're sculpting because that's what we're going to do. So you got your prep done, put your form on. You're going to build out your extension and you've got options. This is why I love Synergy, is because you've got options with all your different products. So you use what's going to work for you. So you're going to build out your extension onto your form, and you can either use, my preference is either the clear sculptor in the precision tube, or sometimes if I'm just maybe doing one nail and I'm trying to work quick, I can use the base to build out the extension. But if you're starting out, I would probably start with the clear sculptor in the tube. So
what's nice about the clear sculptor is it doesn't move. If you want to do multiple fingers, both work.
Yeah, so you can work on more than one finger. That's why I say if you're just doing one nail, it's one less thing that you have to take out, the clear sculptor, and you can build your extension in the base. But if you're doing multiple fingers, then yeah, definitely the sculptor. Build out your extension, cure that, do a coat of base over the whole nail, cure that. After that, it's really up to you. So you can use either a flex gel, build pink, sculptors, anything that you want to. Flex is going to be your thinnest gel, so the most self-leveling. So again, if you're starting out and you're not used to working with it, your flex is probably just going to flow on the whole nail and you're probably going to make a mess. So for beginners, maybe don't start with that. Our build and our build pink are kind of a medium viscosity, medium thickness. The only difference between the build and build pink is the color. So build is clear, build pink has a slight pink tint to it. So after that, you've got your sculptors. So your clear sculptor in the tube, you've got your concealer gels. Our thickest gel is going to be the clear sculptor in the pot. So that it's not going to move anywhere. So whichever one you want to use to build is totally up to you. So after that, file finish and top coat.
So Caesar posted the Synergy Gel kind of playlist that we have on YouTube. Follow that. It's awesome. I know it can get kind of overwhelming with gels, right? Because people get frustrated. They're like, why do you have so many different gels? You want to feel frustration. Back in the day, there was like one consistency, one gel. And it was like honey and it was gross. And so what's nice about having all those different viscosities or thicknesses is you now get to work the way you want to or use the right gel for what you're doing. So I know it's frustrating when you're starting, but there's a purpose and it's a good reason for wanting those multiple gels like that.
Yeah. Try them all out, practice and see what works for you. Try the flex. And if that runs too much, try the build. If that still runs too much, try the sculptors. Try, the concealers if you're wanting a cover kind of a color. But just try them out and see what you like.
You can always freeze, especially if you're doing clients. You just do one nail, stick their hand in the light while you work on the other hand. You're not really losing any time because you're always in motion. So, until you get comfortable with it, try that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Gloria. Lizette, my clear sculptor gel is not crystal clear. It's kind of foggy. Is it not normal? Is it foggy when you put it on the nail? Because I know it looks a little foggy in the pot.
I was gonna say, is it the one in the pot? Because the one in the pot, I feel like it reflects the color, the gray or the silver color of the pot. So it kind of looks foggy in the pot, but it shouldn't look foggy when it goes onto the nail.
Yeah. Because once you have a ton of gel on top of each other, and again in a pot, it's going to it just gives a deceiving look to it. Yeah, but should be clear, no problem after that. Let's see. This is a dangerous time. Tax return received. Nail stuff. So wine.
Maybe that's what we need to do for our next sale. Tax return.
Nail sale. By the way, it is the last day for our Feb flash sale. So do it now or forever hold your peace until the next sale. Though this sale is one of our bigger ones because we went 30% across the board. We don't always do that. So these are great opportunities to stock. Yes, tax return, as you can see in my video, plus wine is not a good combo.
It's a great combo. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did that combo the other day. I booked myself a Cancun trip. So there you have it.
Well, that doesn't sound half bad, though. I think we could all use a Cancun trip right about now.
I'm down. I'm doing it. It's done. I let everybody know yesterday. I'm like, What
happened to that one Young Nails Mentors cruise that we were going to take?
I have no idea. I gave up on that a long time ago. But it still would be fun.
I think we still need to do it.
Still need to do it. That actually sounds like maybe a headache in a good way, but in a bad way.
Yeah. A headache at the end. One big headache at the end.
Phoenix Nails. Question. I used Build Pink. It turned yellowish when I cured one nail at a time. No, I did not have a top coat. So let me ask you this. Did it stay yellow? So sometimes, especially if you're curing an LED light, white, clear, even pink can get this kind of yellow tone, and then it peaches out within 5 minutes. Not peaches out, sorry. Bleaches out. Bleaches out within like 5 minutes. So did it stay that tone? It shouldn't have. And sometimes when we're putting it in the light multiple times, we'll notice it more. It stayed yellow.
Question for you then. Have you been using like the brush that you were using to apply it? Do you use that for any other products? Was there anything else that could have gotten into your brush, contaminated your brush, anything like that?
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, it should not. Every once in a while, you'll notice a yellow tone to something, but it goes away. So I would ask about the brush, and then how long we've had the product. Was there any combo? Did you use it with any other gels that maybe it just didn't like being used in combination with? There's so many different things. It's hard to put your finger on one thing. So let us know. If I use Build or Flex for an overlay, will it cure hard like clear sculpture? This is a good question. So Karen, with the different viscosities, right, the different thicknesses in these gels, is the strength the same?
Yep. If you build the structure to your nail perfectly, you're going to have the same structure, whether it's Flex, Build Pink, right, whatever. It's all going to cure to the same structure.
Yeah. So, it's just the movement or the self-leveling prior to that.
So if you feel like you need to do like thinner layers and build in layers rather than just a lot of product over the top, you can do that too, and that's still going to cure to the same hardness, the same durability. So you'd be fine.
We have some people that are down for a cruise.
All right. Somebody start planning it and just let me know how much I got to pay you.
Tell me where to put the car down at. We use the Young Nails one.
Hey, I need
write
one of
off.
those. I need one of those.
Okay, killer nail. I'm sorry, I don't have my. What is it?
Killer nails.
Okay.
Exit. I can't see. Killer.
Sorry, I get.
It's too many letters. The letters kind of come
Killer
together,
nail.
and then I don't know.
I did have a question. I have the ultimate finish, and every time I cure it, it leaves a very semi-stick, not like a dispersion layer, but not silky smooth. User error. I've tried curing different times, longer, still nada.
No, you're good. The ultimate finish, it's not a tacky surface, but for just a minute or so after, it's gonna, I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost an inhibition layer, but it'll dissipate after a minute or so.
Yeah. That's why we love using like ultimate finish to
Chrome.
Because it had the grab at first and then it kind of goes away. Now, if that's something that's lasting longer, or if you notice that you don't have the shine or something like that, it could be time for new lights, so there are different variations, but I think you're just feeling that little tack that disappears.
Yeah. And if you need to, just grab like a lint-free wipe and just give it a quick wipe if you feel like you don't want to wait that minute for it to disperse, but it should be fine.
Yeah, just a dry wipe, right?
Yeah. Just a dry wipe. Yeah, don't swipe or anything, just dry.
Let's see. Any tips on working with gold leaf, not plastic / mylar transfer foil? So like just actual gold leaf.
Gold, like the...
Maybe like our gold foil?
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so not the transfer foil.
I love working with that stuff.
Put a mask on so you're not breathing on it. Because every time I take my foil out, I end up sneezing and then I just make a mess of it everywhere. So if you're using it, make sure to turn off fans or anything like that so it doesn't blow all over. But I love to put mine into the tacky layer of my gel polishes. I think it sticks really well in there. Do 2 coats of top coat over it, and it works fantastic in there. Otherwise, in your dimensional nails, just stick it into a tacky layer of the acrylic or the gel, and it works great.
Yeah, I love this stuff. And when I'm like, hey, we should come out with gold foil and silver foil, I think the warehouse was so ticked. I'd never even thought about trying to, like, when they have to fill it,
I didn't think of that either.
They hate me every time.
But it's so pretty though. It just adds, it's such an easy thing to use, but it just adds so much to your nails and your designs. Yeah.
Whoops. It's pretty. Yes, the gold leaf I have is so thin and files away everywhere. So, you're filing flies, sorry.
Oh, flies. Okay.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah.
I have
your bands. Don't breathe on
it. Let's see. My first order delivered today. I ordered the trainer hand and glitter yesterday. Nice. Awesome. Looks like people are getting snow. It's kind of going around. Let's see. Sorry, Ramon's scrolling for me. What kind of nails are you doing today at the shop?
What I did do? I did a gel fill this morning. I keep forgetting to take pictures. I'm getting really bad about that. So I'm sorry I'm not posting. There's this artist that my client follows, and I can't remember what her name is. Like, she's an actual painting artist, and she does a lot of these just color blend nails or color blend paint art. What do you call them? Paintings. It's because I got up early today. I'm not a morning person.
I hear you.
So we do a lot of different just color blends together. It is a super easy design. I love doing it, but it's so pretty. So it's just kind of a mishmash of different colors. So that was my first client today. So we got another gel fill this afternoon and a gel manicure to end the day. So
nice.
Good variety today. Yeah.
We have a question about flex, if that's good for dimensional nails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're doing layers, flex is a really good one to use because it's going to stay thin. So it's not going to get the nail too big in your dimension where you can't put a clear over the top. So yeah, just a thin layer of flex to put in your glitters and then another layer of flex to add whatever else you want to add. So yeah, it's great for layering.
Good. Can you please discuss? Oh, okay, gloss. The different ways you can use gloss.
Well, gloss, I think it was originally designed as a top coat, a stain resistant top coat. So that's usually my first go to for gloss. So definitely just over the top of your acrylic nails. You can over your gel nails. It does have a tacky surface that has to be wiped off. But yep, great for a stain resistant top coat. You can use it again to layer in your dimensional nails. Absolutely. Again, just make sure to cap with clear to build up your structure. I probably wouldn't use gloss to build a whole nail out of, but yeah, you can definitely use it for doing dimension.
Yeah, I like gloss also for if I happen to think like, I'm not sure if I filed a little too much on this nail, I'll use gloss. Or if I have a chunky glitter that I'm trying to make sure I don't feel anything, I'll use gloss. Also, if I'm done with a nail and I find that I have like a divot or something, like just a low spot, and I don't really want to pull out the clear, or I don't really want to pull out a gel, because sometimes it can give, once you've filed and everything, it gives it a little hazy look.
Just like a shadow. Yeah.
Gloss is great. So great for that. So I use gloss there's multiple reasons why I like to use gloss, but it's not something I pull out every time or all the time, but it is a nice thing to have.
Nice for touch up.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Denise loves nails. I don't know if this has been answered, but any suggestions on using the full coverage nails with gel instead of using forms? I tried it like Tracy showed on a video. The tip was basically stuck on after 30 seconds. I tried 15 seconds. That barely came off. I lost 2 in trying to take the top nail off. I mean, it was stuck on like cement. Okay. Saw Tracy put it in for the light for more 1 minute, and it came off for her, no problem. Okay, let's backtrack a little. So
I was gonna say, start over. I lost.
So basically, they tried doing like the nails I have, where I just use the tip, gel it, and I pop the tip off, and the tip was stuck. It was stuck on. So, couple things. What gel were you using? Second, did you prep in any form the underneath of that tip, or did you just leave it alone?
Or even wipe with swipe or anything like that, because swipe will kind of give it a little
give it a little grip, because you want it completely smooth. You want to keep it exactly the way it comes out of that box, shiny. And it is kind of, if you are not used to it, grabbing and feeling like, because there's a point where you feel like, oh, am I going to take the whole nail off if I pull this? You just have to give it a good little pop, and it should come off like that, no problem. But you don't want to do any form of prep. You want to do it over your base gel. Just pop it on. I cure it for a full minute and then pop it off. Let us know. No prep. I remember what you had said. Was this using our full cover tips? Not that it should matter. It shouldn't matter at all. And because even with acrylic, it'll pop off. But you do have to feel confident enough to get that little suction.
Just give it kind of squeeze the nail rather than trying to like peel it off or anything, because if you kind of squeeze it, that'll just kind of pinch it up a little bit over the top.
Yeah. Yes, our tips. Yeah, it should just pop off. I've never had it stick, though. I will say the first time I ever did it, I was a little nervous. Like I had to grab it pretty good, because I'm like, if I grab it really good and pull, is it gonna take everything off? And it doesn't. So yeah, it should just pop. Yeah, the squeezing will help, Denise. That will help too. Let's see. When doing dimensions with gel, do I need to file the nail before encapsulating it?
No. Let me just make sure I understand. So you've done your dimensional, or yeah, so you've done your glitters, your dimensionals, whatever you're putting in. Are you asking, do I need to file it at that point and then cap? Am I understanding that right? So
I
no,
think
you
so. I think you're just,
basically
yeah.
don't file until you've completed the whole nail. So when you're ready to do your shaping, yeah, that's when you file. So not anything in between.
Yep.
Unless you're doing a smile line, then you can kind of customize that smile line and then do your dimension and then cap.
Right. You can refine.
Yeah.
You can do some refining. Yep. Let's see. You can leave the full cover. That's usually referred to. Crystal, if you leave the full cover tip, yes, you can leave the full cover tip. If you're like this one is done with fiber gel and it's left on, but you really need to prep the inside of the tip to do that to get adhesion. I've done it with also our concealer pink base, adhered it with that. Because if you don't do any form of prep, eventually that tip and gel are going to separate. It's going to pop at some point.
You got to remember, gel doesn't want to stick to a shiny surface. So if you want it to stick, prep it. If you don't want to stick, don't prep it.
Yep, perfect. Tiger Kate, we subscribed with Prime. Thank you. You've been subscribed for 5 months. Half of the time we've been on here. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are crazy for sticking with us. I don't know what
Appreciate it. Thanks for keeping us employed.
Yeah. Killer Nails, is YN ever going to sell a portable e-file and LED light? Would love products that are freelance friendly. So we had a portable e-file, and here's the issue. They're very expensive. They're actually more expensive than the tabletop one, to get one that really has the torque behind it that will can keep its consistent torque. The right motor, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the problem is they really didn't sell. So, with MOQs and what we have to bring in, we just finally decided it's just not worth. And then as far as a portable or a battery powered light, we have tested them. At this point, I have felt that they didn't have the power or kept the power after a long use to warrant it at the time. Though we keep looking, we always, we want to make sure that if we do come out with something that it's going to last at least a year and give you enough output for it to be worth it. But we're always looking. We're always looking.
We take your suggestions to heart, so we listen.
Absolutely. Michelle Rose, 1984, cheered 17 biddies, and Bald and Beautiful, 5 biddies. Thank you, guys. What we got? Oh, do y'all ever sponsor people? Oh, Hype Train. Nice. Awesome. I blocked the comment. That's why I saw it. Do you all ever sponsor people or do anything for people who want to be like unboxing videos or video reviews on social media? I'd love to do videos on just your products. Yeah, we have before, Michelle. We have done that. Usually, if that's more of an influencer program, and we recommend you contact Janot, JANNAT.
Is it 2 T's or 1 T? I can never remember.
1 T.
1 T. Okay.
At youngnails.com. We could probably put it in there. She handles the influencer programs, but yeah, we have done that before. Shawnee Starfire, another 105 bits. Jeez. Purpophilia in for the 10 biddies, and Bald and Beautiful, another 5 biddies.
Do you guys just compete against each other to see who can do more?
I love it. That's awesome. I like this robot one. Purpophilia used. That's cool. Is it a robot or is that a robot? Yeah, that's cool. Good morning, Shawnee Starfire. Can your drill bits be used with any e-file?
Any standard nail industry e-file, yes. Yeah.
So e-file bits are typically 3 and 32-inch shanks, and that's standard for the nail industry. And so as long as it's that kind of bit, yep, it should be able to use it across the board. Kaylee nailed it with the 22 biddies today. Thank you. Look at Tracy saying, "Babies, yes, I was harassed by Salo for reading it wrong. I didn't read it wrong. I just read it exactly what it said, and apparently that's wrong. I don't know. I just think he's picking on me. 3-piece nails, 7 bits. Thank you, guys. Wow,
You guys are
on fire.
crazy. Love it.
You got her. Yes, you did. Always on me, always on me. Let's see. Beebs rubbing off on me. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's not true. It's not true. I would love rechargeable cordless lamps and e-files. Yeah, definitely. Again, just finding the price point that works and holds up to what we do is difficult.
Yeah.
So, but we're always looking.
We want to make sure we get you guys the good stuff, and you don't want to spend your money on something that's not great. So
yeah, exactly. Can Swipe and Protein Bond be used before any other nail brands products like acrylic and gel?
it's a good question. I would like to say yes, absolutely. What I am going to tell you is every product line is manufactured with certain products that you're going to get the best results with those products. Now, if you try it and it works, great. But again, I kind of warn people about playing home chemist, because you don't know what is in specific products. You don't know how things are going to react. So me personally, I'm always going to recommend use everything that's in that line.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how I started. I started using Protein Bond and I was using a different product. We have a lot of people that do use it. They have success. But again, where we run into problems with this kind of thing, and we will always try to help you, but if you're using something and you're not using the whole line, when you have problems, it makes it harder for us to troubleshoot and help you. But what we can say is we have people that do, and they have success. We'd hope that would just switch everything. Just switch it up.
Just come to the dark side. Come to the dark side.
It's fun over here.
It is.
Any chance bringing back the airbrush, the cheapness on Amazon for like $30 work well, or do the cheapness on Amazon for like $30 work well? Probably not on the airbrushes. Again, we brought them in, they did very well. Then they start slowing off in the sales and the MOQs. MOQs are the minimum quantities we have to order versus the length amount of time that would take to sell. Just doesn't sometimes it's not worth it. Not that we won't ever go back and redo something for a little bit. Now, what I would tell you, Lexa, is if you're looking to use an airbrush on the regular, you do want a good one. That's what I liked about ours. It was portable. It was nice. It was a good gun. The one that I used prior to ours when I was in shop, I actually used Copy Cake, and I think that's with a KOPY. It is actually a cake decorating air compressor. And what I liked about it is the output was very good, but it was silent. It was quiet because some of those air compressors are very, very loud.
Yeah.
And then Vega was always a very good gun. Ramon he also does airbrushing. He likes the Vega guns too. So those were always very good. Not that the cheaper ones won't work. I'm not familiar with them.
And there's a lot of like the buy and sell groups that have kind of come off of our our Facebook group, our community. So check in there, post and ask if anybody's selling, because somebody might have one that they're like, oh, maybe I could sell that. Yeah, so check in there and see if anybody has one.
Yeah. Yeah. If I ordered Monday, but nothing has been shipped yet, should I contact customer service yet or wait? So guys, we got slammed. Like this sale, we got slammed. So we are on Monday's orders right now. They should be all gone by today. So I would wait the one more day. We should be pretty caught up tomorrow and almost done with the sale. But Sunday, Monday are our two biggest days. Then the rest of the time we can just, we're get those out really quick. But Monday, Sunday especially, you guys just
Went crazy.
Went crazy. So I would just give it till tomorrow. If you don't see anything today, then yeah, give us a call.
And you guys just remember that if you go onto the website, you can go to, I think it's My Account or something like that. It'll show you your orders and it'll show you if it's processed or whatever. So if you haven't gotten your email or something like that, you can always check your status on the website too.
Yeah. Though if something happened, status isn't going to get updated, obviously. But yeah, it should be just fine. There hasn't been any problems or glitches that I know about, so it should go out today. How about the jelly acrylic powders from last year? I missed out on those. You never know. They were pretty. They went really well. I had fun with them. I thought they were great.
Yeah, I loved them. Yeah.
Maybe it's time to mix up some different colors than what we did. But yeah, you never know. Could be. I'm thinking about using a blooming gel art and then encapsulate with mylar or glitter using Synergy gel, clear gel. I was wondering if that would work using the blooming gel underneath all that. So underneath an encapsulated mylar glitter Synergy clear gel.
So doing the blooming gel design and then mylar glitter on top,
like encapsulating.
Encapsulating. I don't see why not.
Well, I think you should be fine. I haven't tried it, but I think you should be fine.
As long as you leave that tacky surface for your gel to grab onto, I think you should be fine. Yeah.
Let's see. There was an advice on a airbrush from Amazon by someone, so check that out. Michelle, Nell's Crib, has a suggestion. She likes it, so it's good. What else you guys got? Don't think. So, Jamie, don't think I'll shop the sales in the future due to the volume. Getting frustrated seeing people already have their orders, and I ordered early Monday morning, and order hasn't even been fulfilled yet. Jamie, the thing is we try to go by order, but sometimes if something was back ordered and we have to make it, someone's order that was after yours that we had everything might go through. We try to keep everything in stock, but there are sometimes random things that we're like, didn't even think that would sell. Better make it very quickly. We'll sell. But what I would say is with these kind of sales, we try to get them out within 2 to 3 days of your order. I know we've had a lot of COVID. I'm down half the staff that I usually have in the warehouse. I've been out myself, not with COVID, fortunately, but sick. So we're trying to make do with what we got. If you don't want to order the sales anymore, that totally understand. But what I would say is it's a great time to stock up. So just know that it might take a couple days, but I'm sorry you're disappointed. What if the blooming gel doesn't dry with a tackulator? This is a really good question because it's kind of like Mission Control. It doesn't actually dry with a tackulator.
I would use the stain resistant top coat then. Because that dries with a tacky layer and it'll work very similar.
I got a question. Also, what you're doing, because I use Mission Control and encapsulate it all the time, but I tend to it's for art, so it's not covering the full nail either. So I guess it's how much coverage is it having, and then you could always don't cure it all the way. This is a good way to go sometimes too. When I use something that doesn't have a tacky layer, I will just freeze it. I might throw another layer of protein bond over it, and then I keep going. Mm-hmm. And I encapsulate, and then make sure I do my full cures at the end. That might be something.
I'm trying to figure this out. So when it cures, though, it doesn't have a tacky layer. So how do you top coat over it? Like if you were just doing, just maybe like on a gel manicure or something, what kind of a top coat do you use?
To it? That's a good indication. If she's top coating and it's sticking no problem, then encapsulating should be fine too.
Or maybe do whatever top coat you're using if that has a tacky surface before you do your encapsulation.
Can someone tell me the actual product name for gloss? It is called Gloss. Synergy Gel Gloss. That's the name. When will the table towels be back in stock? I wish I knew, because I'm getting low myself. Um, uh, it's just one of those situations. Those are one of those. Fortunately, the good news is, fortunately, when it comes to our can't live without products like liquid, protein bond powders, all that stuff. It's all US based. We are good to go. We've been able to keep it in stock for the most part. Some of these other things like dust collectors, table towels, where we have to rely on ports and the shipping issues that is going on. It's sometimes we think they'll be at port. I had bottles at port for 3 months after being on the ocean for 2 months. So it's just one of those things. They'll tell us, "Oh, it's coming next week," and it don't. So
And then we find out it's back ordered, or yeah.
So okay, let's see, what do we got? Oh, I watched Young Nails Hard Gels on your YouTube for hours. It's easy to go down that rabbit hole on YouTube and with our videos, because it's just like, oh, just click the next one, click the next one.
They just restart the next one, and you just can't get away from it. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Let's see. I definitely bought some table towels on the sale. I love them so much. Yeah, they're really good. It makes a huge difference in your acrylic. Having something that doesn't just gunk up your brush. Yeah, I love it too.
Cut them in half. Cut them in half in the meantime. Quarter.
I use a base coat as blooming gel. It allows product to spread fairly evening. Oh, okay. So Kelly nailed it. Uses base as the blooming gel.
Cool. I think a lot of just clear coats, I think, will do a similar kind of a thing. I'm not sure exactly what a blooming gel is, what their ingredients are, what makes it spread a little bit more. But I would say, any kind of a thin top coat, base coat, something like that, you can probably make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're saying base coat is amazing for blooming. Awesome. Good to know. Let's see. How awesome is technology? I can cast Twitch to my TV and still chat with you all on my phone. Technology is amazing.
There are some days I go home and I turn the TV on and I'm like, there's nothing good to watch. Let me see what's on Twitch. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah.
Throw it up on the TV. Yeah. That's funny is I realize how spoiled I've been, or we all are. I was sick again last week, and I was laying in bed, and I haven't watched the TV in the bedroom in years. And I turned it on and I looked at it. I'm like, this TV is small. This is too small. It's like an inch. I'm like, oh, this is way. But back in the day, we had like TVs this big. Yeah. Black. I remember black.
You actually had to get up and turn the little knob to change the channel.
You had the knob. Otherwise, you had like pliers where you were twisting the knob and trying to fix the. Oh yeah.
Hold the rabbit ears and adjust, and all of that. And
technology is amazing.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Any advice on something to help ventilate when working with acrylic in a tight spot? This is really good, Michelle. It's a great question.
Honestly, ventilation is one thing, but trying to keep it contained is going to be another. So having a closed, like a solid closed trash can, as soon as you're done with your towels, your monomer, everything, put that into the trash can. So that's not constantly in the room. Keep everything sealed as much as you can. Using the ceramic Dappen dishes with the cork top so that that's not evaporating into the air. Those are going to be your starters.
Yeah. Cross ventilation is huge. I think I've talked about it before. I had a very small salon. It was 500 square feet, 4 girls working. And I always had the window in the back open and a window in the front, and not by much, just like that much. And I had, some filters and stuff like that. But I told the girl that purchased the salon, I said, you have to make sure you do this every day. Like, it's huge. It makes it. And she didn't do it. And she calls me like in a panic, like a month later. She's like, the landlord's threatening to kick us out if we don't do something about the smell. I'm like, are you opening the windows? I've told you, you have to keep those windows. I worked, we had a salon there for years. Landlord never called me once. You have to keep, cross ventilation is huge. But
Why is it so hard to listen? You tell them exactly what you're doing to make it work, and
it doesn't seem like a big deal. And you know what works really great now? If you're at home too, and now they have those fan windows. They have the two fans where you can bring air in and pull air out at the same time, and they're pretty cheap. I think they're called window fans, something like that.
yeah.
How do you keep a matte top coat matte? Meaning after a couple days, it doesn't look matte anymore. I've heard this
I
before.
mean, anytime you get lotions, oils, anything that's adding moisture to it, it's gonna make it look kind of shiny again. Give it a quick wipe with the manicure or manicure cleanse. If it's your clients at home, have them just try an alcohol, or even they have like alcohol wipes for your hands and stuff. You can.
One. Yeah. And I think, if it's just you two, like if you take a very fine buffer, if you can't get it to not look shiny, which I think what you're saying should work like that. But if it doesn't, take a light buffer to it. Don't put a lot of pressure because you don't want to remove anything, but just take a light buffer to it and it'll be back. Cooper, created by Cooper. We still use rabbit ears, although at the house we have no reception. Going to try an antenna booster. We had a house like that recently. Like, I'm like, we couldn't get cable. I'm like, it's in the middle of a neighborhood. What is going on? No reception. We had to do the same thing. Let's see. Janot. Michelle's asking. You got that, Ramon? Perfect. Thank you. My daughters all love the smell of monomer. They say it makes them relax. They feel like they're in the salon. I love the smell of monomer.
If they're starting to really feel really relaxed, maybe that's a little too much of the monomer.
Back off a little bit. Or start charging them, one or the other. Let's see. Outside antennas. You guys store tubes of Synergy. How do you store the tubes of Synergy gel? Standing up or in a drawer?
I think it's a personal preference. I have mine in my drawer, and I like the little squeezy tubes. I know, Tracy, you say you don't use them. I like them because mine are in the drawer so that they're flat. If you're storing them upright, you can just set them on your table and they will stand up upright, and that'll just keep your gel all the way down to the tip, and it'll be fine. So either standing up or laying down in a drawer is fine.
Yep. Either way, no wrong answer. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. I use the squeezy thing, nails crib, the squeezy thing, the toothpaste.
The technical term is squeezy thing, yes.
The squeezy thing, I like it. I need help after stamping with caption polish. After applying with the top coat and also stay resistant, it seems to pull away from stamped part. Any tips? After applying so you're applying, what top coat are you applying?
Okay, let me read that.
Before the stay resistant.
Okay, so are you stamping? Is your top coat the caption top coat? Are you gel top coating?
Because there's no need to do any other gel top coat or top coat. You can just go into the stain resistant. It might be two top coats that are not.
But if you are having it like it's kind of pulling away from where the design is, you can touch it up with just a tiny little bit of protein bond right over your design. Otherwise, I do 2 coats of top coat over it, and the one coat you might see it pull away, but then a second coat will fill right in. So either a little protein bond or 2 top coats.
Yeah, let us know what you're using, what the 2 top coats are. Let's see. We got a lot of cable talk. I love it.
Don't pay for cable. Just get an antenna. You get all the regular channels.
They made those things where they're so good.
Yeah.
Not both top. Not both top. So after you stamp, what are you putting down? before the stain resistant. Let's ask that. How do you recommend adding glue on tips for extension on a nail that is wavy or dips down on the sides? Is this a regular tip or are we talking full cover tip?
Either way, that it's a challenge when you're working with tips and you don't have that perfectly shaped nail. That's why I always say, tips are going to be one size fits most. It's not going to fit every single client. That's why sculpting, even with those ridge, those nails that have ridges in them, uneven nails, you're always going to be able to sculpt on that. But I would say using the brush-on glue, because it's a little bit thicker, it's got a little more viscosity to it. That might help to kind of fill in those ridges.
It's regular tips, so typical tip.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly what Karen said. And if you're just like, I just want to use tips, I don't want to sculpt, you can apply tips with acrylic. You can fill it well with acrylic and put it down, and that helps make contact with the ridges, in between the ridges or the dip. But it takes longer because you have to wait for the acrylic to set up a little bit before you can let go. So it's a process, and that's the process I used when I only did tips, but it did take quite a bit longer. So if you're just fully against sculpting, I'd say try it, but you could try that method too. But a thicker glue usually will help. Is the cover frosted pink a milky white color? I don't really see any pink in it. If it's not a milky white, which color would you say is best for that?
So you're wanting a milky white, or you don't want a milky white?
I think she wants a milky white.
Milky
That's
white.
how I'm reading it. So frosted pink, I would say it does have a pink tone, but it is on the side of it is milky. It is a milky color. I would say it's somewhere in between like a pink natural color.
Yeah.
Describe it. But if you're wanting a milky white, core white is so beautiful. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's my favorite. But it does have a pink tone, a little bit.
Or if you want to try adding a little bit of the white to the frosted pink, you can maybe try that mixture if you.
That would be really pretty. Correct. She wants a milky white.
Okay.
Yeah, core white's gorgeous. Yeah. Let's see. What new color? Sorry, it moved on me. What new color would you recommend for a French pedicure? My granny's toenails are discolored.
Oh, Granny. For a gel polish? Is that or what are we looking
yeah. Are you want polish or gel polish? Oh. Well, I don't know if you can do this actually. Gel. It's gel. I'll ask in a second, Neil Scribb. It's gel.
Okay. One of my favorites for covering a nail so that damage or something like that is the pink 106. I love it because it's a light nude pink, but it is still going to kind of cover up some of that discoloration or something like that.
That is a pretty pink. Yeah. And because sometimes when you try to get full cover pink for a French, it goes into this weird look, like it doesn't look so good. Pink 106 is good for that. Karen, is it possible? First question for me. Can you show your table?
It is a mess right now, but let me see. Let me put a few things away here. Hang on a second.
You got her cleaning. While she's cleaning.
No, State board came in just the other day, so it's all clean. It is all clean.
What color is milky white? Sheer white 101. And if you want it to be more, because it is sheer, you can build it. You can do 2 or 3 layers of it.
I don't know. Can you see my tape? I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to be honest. It is a IKEA table that I just got some peel and stick tiles and just put those on top, so it's a little bit prettier. And then I have a very, very handy father who cut a hole in that table, and then I mounted the dust extractor down in my table. And then I've got I still have my old YN99 that I love, and I cannot part with it just yet. But yeah.
What would be funny is she had like other people's products on the table.
Well, we don't have everything. We don't carry everything.
Nails crib, that is exactly what I wanted to do. The dust collector and the table. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
honestly, it's actually with an IKEA table, it's kind of a weird inside. It's like a little I don't know what you call it, cardboard almost. I think it's like a light cardboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, just cut into the table, and then just my dad put like just mounted a piece of plywood underneath, and then I don't know, somehow attached it. I don't know how he did it all. But
What's cool about the IKEA tables, guys, and I cannot preach IKEA tables enough because you can just trash them. You just get rid of them. Like let's say you accidentally messed a table up. It's
they're
not,
so
yeah,
cheap that yeah,
yeah.
if you
And they look
do,
good. They
yeah,
look good.
yeah.
So I don't. I I was able to find a wholesale that I went with like these large wood tables and stuff like that. But that was really before I had even been introduced. That's the time I opened my salon was the same time I was introduced to IKEA. After I bought the tables, my friend's like, "Okay, we're going to decorate the rest of your place with IKEA." I'm like, "I've never
Yeah.
been to this glorious, wonderful place." It was awesome. But after that, anything I ever got was IKEA tables.
Yeah. Well, they are.
Uh,
They're cheap and they're easy and they're right shape and size. So
is it contact paper or the
no, they're actually like peel and stick tiles. I could probably dig some out if you really wanted to see them.
like a Lowe's or Home Depot
Yeah,
kind
yep. I think I got mine at Home Depot. Yeah, they have all kinds of different
so like vinyl,
colors. What's that?
vinyl.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what they are. Yeah, so you can cut them. So you're able to cut them and work for whatever shape you want to work around.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's cool. Another thing you can do is there is um, contact. I just did my whole wall in wallpaper, but it's sticky wallpaper. You can pull it down without ruining stuff or being obligated to have this wallpaper for the rest of your life. I've put stuff like that down on the table, and then you just have a piece of glass cut. Having a piece of glass cut is very cheap, and then you can protect it. There's so many different ways you can decorate them and make them all fancy.
You make your table what's comfortable for you. Everybody's setup is going to be different, and you just got to make it what you want.
Yeah, but I love the fact that oops, I messed up that table. Trash.
Yeah.
The legs are the expensive part. Keep the legs.
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive. Let's see. I know where everybody loves IKEA. Yeah, you can't beat IKEA.
I swear the beauty business is what keeps IKEA in business. I swear.
How can you stop gel from flooding the cuticle? This is a great question.
If you feel like you're constantly flooding the cuticle, you might be using too thin of a gel. So try, if you're using Flex, try the Build, try the Sculptors. But also keeping your brush on top of the product. So if this is your pearl of gel, keeping your brush on top of it with just light pressure and just kind of guiding that product into place rather than really pressing and pushing. Because the more you push, the more it's going to want to flow. So just try to keep on top of it.
And I think it just got to get used to the direction of the finger, right? That's where I really, when I first started, even acrylic, I'm like, why is it all going to the right? It's because I was holding my fingers all to the right or behind, back. Pointing down is huge. But another thing I think people forget, because I did, is the minute you have it the way you want it, flash it. Just
get it in the light.
10 seconds. That's it. Stops. Can I use Greg's signature brush for gel?
I mean, you could, but I wouldn't. Gel, you don't want a big brush. You actually want that smaller brush because, again, just like I was saying, you don't want to press and pat the product. The gel is, again, you're just going to use kind of the tip of the brush rather than the whole brush.
It's just guiding.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, in a bind.
I think you're probably going to make a bigger mess with the signature brush with gel, but
Heck, I use the gel brush for acrylic flowers.
Yeah.
So you never know. But yeah, I think I agree. I think it would be harder to control because you lose that firmness. You need kind of that gel brush. That's why I like using the precision applicator so much, or the back of my brush, because it just, you're guiding. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Let's see. Is the gel brush a specific size?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if we have a size to
It's a
ours.
5. It's a 5.
Okay. I never knew that. I learned something new today too. We have the 2 different brushes, and I actually just did a quick little video on this when I was out there. So your gel brush, we have 2 different ones. We have let me see if I got mine here. The wooden handle, the artistic sculptor. So this one, let me see if I can hold it up there. See, there we go. Okay, so this one it's got that crimp in it, so it's a flatter brush, and it does come to a nice tight point. I actually where do I have the other one? I'd have to dig the other one out. But the other one is a synthetic brush. Do you have one, Trace?
I don't.
I know I've got it. It's just in a box in a cabinet over here. But yeah, the wooden handle one, that comes to a nice tight point. It's a natural hair bristle. Our other one that comes, it's actually in 2 pieces, so it has a cap with it. That one is a synthetic hair brush. And that one's a little bit more of an oval shape, so not as tight of a point to it. So just kind of whatever you prefer. But you guys, if you're looking for brushes, the Pro Series brush with the cap is fantastic because, again, you want to keep dust and things off of your brush. So that cap is going to keep it clean.
It's all preference. I know. I'm not sure which one's your favorite. Personally, I like the gel sculptor. The wood one is my favorite. Yeah. Melissa loves the finesse. It's the finesse gel sculptor. So yeah, and both are great brushes. But yeah, it's all preference. But both are smaller, on the small side. Yeah. Let's see. We have any more questions? Because we got to get going. We've been gabbing for over an hour, and I know you have clients.
I got a little time left, but
a little time.
I got to get my table cleaned up.
MZ loves both brushes. Use the capped for, what is it?
Miscellaneous.
Oh, miscellaneous. Like MZ. I just read the first. That's cute. I like that. She loves both brushes. Use the cap for colored gels and the wooden handle for my clear. That's actually
that's a good idea. Yeah.
It is nice to have separate. When I was in salon, I had so many different brushes. Though I always find that there's one brush that you love the most, even though they're all the same brush. But like, even with my acrylics, like I had brushes for liquid art, I had brushes for glitters, I had brushes for pinks.
As you're going back and forth, then you don't have to worry, am I using my pink and white brush with glitter in it? Am I going to get glitter in my pink and whites? Am I going to get liquid art in my pink and whites? So it's good to have a whole lot of different brushes.
Nothing is more frustrating than having a glitter where you don't want it. So frustrating. Dragonfly, you didn't know that we sold a gel brush with a cap. Yeah, it's our finesse gel sculptor. Great brush. Shawnee Starfire back with the bits. Cheered 5 bits. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Shawnee Starfire. You have a wonderful day yourself. We will see you guys next week on Monday when you get back. Let's see. Didn't know you. IKEA got a top. Let's see. Wait. It has a cap. Yeah. No.
A lot of people don't realize that it comes in 2 pieces.
Yeah, it comes in 2 pieces. No, it's I could see how you thought that. I could see how that. Yeah, like, oh my God, my brush broke. No,
I've had people email me saying, I ordered a brush that was supposed to have a cap. I'm like, take it apart. It has a cap.
Put it on the back to make the brush longer. Obviously, you want it, and then flip it around again. If you didn't know.
But if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. Guys, we are going to have to go. We're going to let Karen clean her desk and get to her clients. I am going to go check on your orders. Again, guys, anything from the 20th and 21st should be gone to the 20th is definitely gone. The 21st should definitely be gone today too, and a lot of the 22nd. And we should be pretty much caught up tomorrow with everything. So if you have any issues, give us a call or email Anna at youngnows.com. If you really are in trouble, you can always email me.
And
Tracy,
be patient if you do call or email, because we got a lot of people calling and emailing right now. So
going on.
be patient.
Yep. That way, if it is an emergency, just email me, guys. I will, because I have access. I try not to access it too much because I'm always afraid I'm going to screw everything up, but I can do that for you. Guys, thank you so much. Karen, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was good to chat with everybody.
Have a wonderful weekend, and bye.
Lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket, lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket, lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. Lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. Lotion, lotion, the basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.